top to bottom, team victory. Really, I mean, our offense grounded out, and you know, one touchdown did it. Who would have thought? So happy for our kids, so happy for our coaches that work so hard, are so dedicated to our players and our program, and so happy for the city of Massillon. I mean, they showed up tonight, but they showed up all year. They showed up all year, you know, there's people in the city of Massillon that scrape their pennies together to come to our games and to come to this game tonight, and we can't be more appreciative of them, and we're so honored to be able to bring a gold trophy home to the city of Massillon tonight. So we'll take questions.
Coach Moore.
Yes.
Keno Sultan, C-Town Radio. Congratulations on this monumental accomplishment. Your team prides themselves on loving each other. What is it about the love of these gentlemen, black and white, that come together and form that great Tiger strength?
I mean, I'd love to have our players take a shot at that question.
I mean, it just starts at the beginning of the season. We go through all this tough physical work, and we just bond over going through hard things. I mean, when you're with a group of guys all summer long, and as long as you have been, just like in growing up with all these guys, you just get closer and closer. And when you see success on the field, you only get stronger. You only get closer together.
Yeah, I think Cody hit the nail on the head. I mean, nothing brings people together like communal suffering, and you know, there's a lot of suffering that goes into, you know, football season like this, and it starts in January, and that's certainly a huge part of it. But I also think, you know, to your question, the more you get to know other people, the more you realize we're not so different, right? It doesn't matter if you're from the east side of Massillon or the west side of Massillon or what have you. You know, we're all human beings. You know, we all love. We all have weaknesses and jealousies and things like that. And you figure out those things. And you know, we're all just brothers up here, just playing the game that we love for the city the city of champions that deserves it.
Coach, for all the 9 years, from coaching Massillon, going to toe-to-toe with Hoban over the years, do you feel like this kind of a way out of your shoulder that you finally take care of business against Hoban and winning that state title?
I mean, not really. You know, this is the 2023 version of the Massillon Tigers, and we just played a great game, and we're really just going to relish this moment. Yes.
Dorian, how important was it for you to play tonight?
It was pretty important to me. I've been out for like 4 weeks, and I just wanted to suit up again with my brothers for one last time and try to put just bring something else to the team, like energy, and bring how I play the game to our defense and just bring us up.
Over here.
Talk about the emotion there when you guys got that last stop and at the final kneel down to celebrate the championship. I noticed that there was a lot of support, especially on the Massillon side.
Yeah, I mean, so the fourth down, I think that was Dorian on the coverage. Dorian on the coverage. I mean, an unbelievable play. You know, that was kind of very, very fitting, you know, for how the game would essentially end. And you know, I'm so dialed into the moment. You know, I had to move forward to our offensive possession and how much time was left and could we take a knee on it. And so a fourth down stop happens and you switch gears to offense and can we put knees on it? They're out of timeouts. We can put knees on it. This thing's over, as long as we don't screw that up. So, you know, it's just for me. It was a surreal moment because it was such a down the wire game. I can't imagine what it was like watching from the stands. But it was like, is it really over? You know.
Dorian, you guys have had some great defensive performances this year, but did you guys save your best for last?
Well, our defense, we were trying to get off the field the whole time. They was rushing on us. They did that little pass, but at the end we broke it up, and our team just got hype. I wouldn't say we saved the best for last. I would just say we were just trying to get off the field.
Yeah, my fault on the offensive part.
Coach, you talked about the Massillon defense Was this one of the best defensive games overall between two teams that you've been a part of? Because
Yeah, I mean, I couldn't imagine that it wasn't. You know, it was an incredible performance by our defense. You know, Hoban's defense was great tonight too. You know, they made things really difficult for us offensively. I mean, you know, one of the biggest differences in the game was we did a better job taking care of the ball, and I think I haven't seen the penalties, but I think we did a lot better job with penalties, which it has been a point of emphasis for us over the course of the season, and we knew that we needed that tonight. So really proud of our guys and their discipline in avoiding those penalties.
Coach Ryan Bevere, Q92, congratulations first of all. At what point do you, or have you already started putting Hoban on your schedule, even though they're not scheduled as an opponent?
Yeah, I mean, we're going to enjoy this win. You know, the 2023 Massillon Tigers just, you know, won a state championship, and you know, we're going to worry about that for now.
Nate, with Dorian playing tonight, we always hear maybe there's a pitch count when somebody comes back. What was your approach to, you know, in talking with him about how much he would play? He led you in tackles with 14 and made the play of the game there at the end. So.
Yeah. I mean, he was fully cleared. Well, maybe I'll let him talk about that if he wants to. But he was fully cleared, so there's no pitch count. He's an incredible player. You know, we should all be proud of him for making it back from his injury. You know, that's something that not everybody can do. And it was an incredible performance by number 3.
From the standpoint this victory is so historical, I don't know that he's looking in, but if Paul Brown were, what would you say to Paul Brown right now?
What did you say to Paul Brown? I guess we did it.
Mm-hmm.
You know, something like that. You know, it was. You know, we finally did it. You know, and I hope you're proud of us. You know, because Paul Brown was a great man and a great coach, and believed in excellence everywhere all the time, and you know, that's what we strive for as well. And you know, I like to think that there's you know, all the great coaches and great players were out there with us tonight, and maybe Paul Brown was as well.
Coach, how much went into the decision there on the fake punt at that time of the game?
Yeah. I mean, we thought it was there. You know, we were short by a yard, and you know, if we get it, everybody's real happy about it.
Since for DeJuan, you came in from Copley, and you made an impact all season. So talk about how it was like playing Massillon all year and just making it impact.
It felt good, you know, coming in here, you know, creating a bond with these guys. You know, they're like my brothers to me now. You know, putting in all the off-season work, and it just felt, you know, accomplishing the state championship.
Coach.
Back.
Coach Moore, you talk about keeping down on the penalties and keeping down on the turnovers. How much credit goes to the offensive line? What did you think of their performance tonight, keeping that offense going?
Yeah, I mean, our offensive line played hard. You know, we weren't able to produce the amount of yards that we wanted. You know, Hoban has a great defense, and but you know, we were able to grind some things out. And so our offensive line, and certainly on the drive we scored a touchdown on, you know, really played well.
Coach Moore.
Dorian, just tell me the level of frustration having missing those last few weeks, and just how are you feeling going into the game, and also how do you feel to get that first tackle for lives on the first play?
Well, missing the games, I was kind of hurt, but I was still cheering all my teammates on the sideline, trying to be a much of a leader, like not playing the game. Well, coming back, I was very excited. In the first play, it just happened. They ran over to my side. I came through the tackle for loss, and I just got the whole crowd going, and it was a great feeling.
Coach Moore, it was 4 years ago in the same room that I asked you about the potential immortality of Massillon Tiger football. 4 years later, in this same room, have the Tigers reached that immortality?
Yeah, I mean, I think, you know, I just shared this with the players, so I guess I'll share it with you guys. There's an old saying that, you know, everybody dies 2 deaths. And the first time you die is when your actual physical body dies. And the second time you die is when the last person that knew you and remembered you dies. And this 2023 Massillon Tiger team is immortal. They're going to live forever. You know, nobody's ever going to forget these guys. So, proud of them.
Coach, this win wasn't just important for the team, but it was also important for the whole town. You had the entire town out here. How did it feel to be able to win the first championship for your franchise in playoff history in front of the whole town?
I mean, it's incredible. I mean, the city of Massillon, you know, has endured a lot over the years, as far as people who want to downplay what we have accomplished in our history, because what is it, 6 times we fell short in the playoff era, and so, you know, maybe fair enough, but also, you know, I believe Notre Dame counts their national championships before the BCS era, and I believe Ohio State counts their national championships before the BCS era, and so do the Massillon Tigers, and so I don't feel like we needed this to validate our program, but maybe to some people we did, and it's now done. It's now been accomplished. The Massillon Tigers have won a state championship in the playoff era, and you know, nobody's pulling for St. Ed's tomorrow more than us, I can tell you that.
Nate, for you, 9 years, this is your 9th year, and in Massillon years, that's a long time to be the head coach. Was it as harder than you expected to do what you did at LaSalle, win a state championship, but here in Massillon?
I mean, I think anywhere you are, there's different challenges and different levels of things, and I can tell you this, that you know, the 2023 Massillon Tigers are a special group, and they had an unbelievable season, and you know, there's only a handful of teams in the state of Ohio that end their season with the win in the playoffs, and we're one of them. And every time we took the field this season ended with a victory for the Tigers. So I just couldn't be more proud of our guys.
Okay, a couple quick questions.
Yes. My question is Chase. Chase, in back-to-back weeks, you made a couple of special team plays, especially on the blocks. How much of the, not only on the defensive side, but the special team that really made a major factor in tonight's game?
Just try my best. I feel like a lot of people take special teams off or a punt return as an off play. I just try to look at it, help set the offense up for even better field advantage. If I get there, I get there. If not, make them kick it faster. Either way, just interfere them.
Okay, 2 more.
Quick question here for Chase and Zach. You know, you guys are called lineage guys, right? I mean, is this something that you get to take back to your older brothers and for your father, DJ, you know, who wore the orange and black? How special of a moment is it for you guys knowing that your family has kind of paved the way for you guys to be here in this moment? And then Cody, on the backside, can you just wrap? I mean, I'm sure you're probably ready for wrestling season now, but talk about the physicality out there, how proud you are of number 3 down there at the end for strapping it up and getting it done for you. And also just some of the punishing hits out there. Talk about what it was like life in the trenches tonight.
I mean, they're a very physical team. They always have been. I feel like our defense all year has just taken on great opponents. So we've been prepared for this, and we played a great game as a whole defense. I mean, Dorian being out, it sucked for sure, but we had guys step up. You know, if everyone does their job, we're gonna get the job done. And Dorian came back, and I mean, I feel like him as a player, it's just, there's no one like him. Like, he just makes some of the most unbelievable plays, and he's definitely one of the best Tigers in history.
You want to answer it?
Yeah, I can answer. I guess I'll just say that, you know, my brother, he was lucky enough to have all 3 of his high school, you know, seasons were at the state championship game. You know, unfortunately, he came short for all 3. So, you know, I feel like this win right here is it really hits home. You know, I could really say that a Liebler's got a ring on their finger now, you know. So it's a good moment.
Last question.
Chase, can you just talk about what you saw on the play where you blocked the punt, and then the one? Can you just talk about the scoring drive?
On his question, and then about it just. I don't know. I just give my family forever respect. Like Liebs, my dad lost in the state finals as well. He didn't get to do some of the things he did in high school, so it just feels great to win this for all my family, not just my family, all of Massillon. I know it was long overdue, but now it's here. And can you restate your question again?
Just what did you see on the block play?
Honestly, just a mismatch. I didn't think he was just going. I didn't think I knew it was going to happen before the play, type of thing. Just refused to be blocked.
All right, I think Chase's block punt set up our touchdown, so shout out to Chase. And, we just pounded the ball, We ran our heavy set, and, we just punched it in, so.
We could take a couple more.
Can I follow up on that drive? So that's 4th and 10. You get grabbed by the face mask and ripped down. First of all, was it as scary as that play looked? And second of all, did that kind of re-energize you guys to get in and get that touchdown on that drive?
It was not as scary as it looked. I kind of just jumped in the air, and so it looked like I just got I flew back. But no, and then getting that first down, it really hyped up the crowd. Got us going, and we were able to score off of that.
Okay, we're gonna let these guys go celebrate, so thanks.
Thank you.